Hi everyone, this is Crypto Cruz. Once again, we are coming live and I have Brian here with me this time.
Hi, so my name is Brian. I'm in Minnesota, and Carlo and I are kind of combining together here, and we're going to create a community. We're going to create some awareness of Carlo being an excellent crypto trader, and through his skills in trading crypto, we will be able to get involved with something called Liberium Crypto, and then that's going to allow us to benefit from Carlo's expertise in trading. As he's doing the trading, our account is going to copy those trades so that when he closes those in profit, our account will have some profit, and therefore we're going to be accumulating Bitcoin. So we're going to be creating a community that's completely free for everybody to join. You can join into our community and kind of watch what we're doing. We're also going to be involved with another business called Mavie, which is working with an exciting brand new layer 1 blockchain. So we'll be both kind of be sharing a little bit about these businesses in our community. I'm just somebody with a lot of interest in crypto. I've got a little bit of success in crypto and a little bit of success in network marketing. I found Carlo, been following him for a couple of years. He's a dynamic trader and just really excited to be partnered, that we're both partnered together in this venture.
Yeah, so I'm actually one of the professional traders for Liberium Crypto. And for those of you that don't know, Liberium Crypto is a social trading platform where pro traders and members can interact with each other, and the members can actually follow any pro trader that they want, whether it be me or someone else. But if you're following me, or if you're following a trader, um, every trade that we execute on our end will automatically be executed on your end at the exchange of your choice. What do I mean by that is you don't send Liberium Crypto any of your trading funds. You keep it all in the exchange of your choice. Liberium Crypto is amazing. It's been running for almost a year now, and I believe this company will be running for a long time, because there is no way they can do rug pulls like all these other companies. This is a completely 100% scam-free company. Again, it's because you don't send Liberium any of your trading funds. You get to keep it all your trading funds in your exchange. You have complete control of it. You can withdraw it at any time, and you keep 100% of the trading profits. The only thing that we're able to do as traders for Liberium is execute a buy and execute a sell. That's it. Everything else, you have complete control. You can even sell the cryptos in your exchange manually, or in the Liberium back office manually, if you feel like you need to sell the crypto. That's out of our hands. If you do sell, we have a strategy. A lot of times I hold some crypto because I know it's going to go up more, but there are some people that, hey, I'm good with a 2-3%. I'm not going to wait for 8%, so they sell before I even sell on my end. So yeah, we give you complete control. That is the unique thing about Liberium. I just remembered, I specialize on Bitcoin accumulation. It's really a I guess unknown thing when it comes to people investing and trading in crypto. A lot of people just trade to accumulate the US dollar, gain more US dollar, this and that. I have a strategy to where I can accumulate more Bitcoin through Bitcoin alt pair trading without ever having to spend any more money to buy Bitcoin. You simply buy Bitcoin one time, however much that is, and then we can trade and accumulate more.
Able to show us anything, maybe some recent trades, maybe the back office a little bit, anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. And these are my past trades data. I can change the status to the most recent closed or winning, right? And as you can see, gains and losses, all of them are gains. I have not closed any losing trades. All right. Sometimes I go for 6% right here, 6.8%. A lot of times I go in the, around the 1.5 to 3% marker.
That column that has the 22 and the 10 and the 9, what is that column?
Which one?
Okay, so I see the percent column. It'll be just to the right of that. What is that column?
This?
Yeah.
These are the people that are getting in on the trades.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
So the reason why the numbers differ is some people use Kraken, and Kraken doesn't have much pairs. So if I do a trade that's available in KuCoin or Binance and it's not available in Kraken and you're using Kraken, you will not get that trade. Yeah, and KuCoin also is second to Binance they pretty much have majority of the pairs as well, right? I personally use KuCoin. But if we go to the gain and loss, I can make it to where the most gain, this is some crazy numbers. This was actually the Luna crash in the past. I'm not sure if the people watching right now, if you're watching right now, if you experienced that Luna crash that we had a few months ago. But there were some trades to be made in that crash. Nothing ever goes straight down. With a crash, there's still some pumps here and there, and you just have to time it correctly with technical analysis. And this one right here, 8 lucky users got in on this trade, which is 158%, 1,000%.
Yeah, I was going to mention that 8 people got involved in that. That's pretty amazing.
28 people.
So we definitely want to be working with Carlo because he finds this stuff. I mean, I'm assuming you must just like live, breathe crypto, because trading is pretty serious. In order to be really good at it, you pretty much got to devote your life to it.
Yeah. I've been trading for over 5 years now, and I've experimented on a lot of strategies. I've done, let me turn off my screen share real fast. I've done all sorts of different tradings, you name it, options, leverage trading, derivatives, which is pretty much like leverage trading, or it is. But I've found a strategy, it's called micro profit strategy, that is king out of all these other trading strategies that I've tried. It sounds slow, because I'm only going for 1%, 2% here and there. It sounds slow, but it's consistent and it's reliable. It's low risk, and over time compounding will surprise you. As far as these other more high risk, what do you call that? More high risk and aggressive trades like leverage trading, where you're leveraging 10x, you're leveraging 20x. What I've noticed there is that's like playing in a casino, and the house will eventually always win. So maybe you're winning a whole bunch of trades here and there, and then a lot of people, this is the majority, right? That's why the statistic is 90% of all traders lose money, right? There's only a 10% that actually is winning. I'm not making that up. That is actually a statistical fact. So all these stories that you hear are probably the 10%, but there's a 90% out there that's lost money, and you don't really hear those stories because they don't want to tell them. But anyways, what it is on leverage trading, these aggressive trade, more aggressive strategy trading. Yes, you will win, and at some point you may get too greedy, and you keep going for more until you get liquidated. So all the gains are gone, just like a casino. That's happened to me before. And then after a few years of experience, I tried it out again. I was smarter. I won a whole bunch. And then all of a sudden I started getting liquidated, and I stopped until I stopped before I was actually in a negatives, right? So when I only had like probably $1,000 in profit left, right? After the calculation, I'm like, you know what? This is not gonna work. Leverage trading is too risky. So the second time around, yeah, I left before I was in the negatives. Now this strategy that I have again is consistent, and over time it's gonna blow your mind on how much Bitcoin you can accumulate. Now I'm not talking about dollar, I'm talking about Bitcoin. And imagine if you're accumulating Bitcoin and you end up with 2, 3, 4, even 10 Bitcoin, 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. Think about what the price of Bitcoin is 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now as well. It's like you're double dipping there.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like the American dollar, it might only last another 5 years. I really kind of feel like the dollar, especially the way they're running the economy right now, it could potentially be gone very, very quickly. And I really believe Bitcoin is, however long the dollar is going to last, I believe Bitcoin is going to last much longer than that. And it's going to retain its value. It's already track record wise proven that it's going to retain its value better than the dollar. Dollar is losing every day. And now we're experiencing, where prices are really starting to rise because the dollar's losing so much value. If you looked at some of the pairs that he has on there, all of those different coins like the Gala and the ADA, the Cardano, and different coins, a lot of those said BTC slash and then the other coin. So that means he's actually literally trading in Bitcoin. So when he sells, that trading pair is going to sell back into Bitcoin. So you're going to have more Bitcoin at the end of every trade. And then that accumulation of Bitcoin is going to start compounding. I believe it compounds with every trade. Is that correct, Carlo?
Well, what it is it doesn't compound with every trade, because in your back office on the Liberium, there is a slot there where you put in how much you want to go in every trade. So it's going to be a fixed amount. If you want to compound, what you do is at the end of every month, you go back and see how much you have, and then you modify that per trade amount.
Okay. So there's a couple of things in the back office we might have to learn how to adjust and manipulate and stuff. But if we want to compound that, we can definitely compound, and then the next time we have future trades that we're participating with Carlo, more of our Bitcoin will go into that trade. And then at the end of that trade, when he trades it and closes it in profit, we'll then keep accumulating more and more Bitcoin. It is free to join. That's correct, right? Free to join as far as joining side of it goes.
Yeah, it's free to register. You don't have to pay a single dime to actually start referring people if you're into referring, the referral side, right? You don't have to pay a dime to start referring people, and you actually get paid a commission for every person that you share this with.
So let's talk about the credits a little bit. I'll let you talk about that.
All right, so the trade credits, that's when you actually pay for the trade credits. There's packages. Again, it's free to register. That way you can just look inside Liberium and just play around with it. But if you want to start following a trader and actually start getting our trades, you do have to purchase a package. The lowest package is $189, and that will give you 189 trades. So meaning there is no monthly fee on this company. There's you just buy trades. What does that mean is these trade credits for every buy and sell that we do is equivalent to 1 trade credit, right? If we buy and then for, let's say, because this does happen, let's say a trade gets stuck for about a week or so, you will not have they won't take away 1 trade credit until it's a sell. Okay, so what that means is if you manage, when you manage to run out of trade credits, 189 trade credits, when you manage to run out of it, that just means that you've won 189 trades. That means you should have well more than enough to buy another package plus profit.
Okay, so Carlo, what you're saying is every trade credit counts for both opening the trade and closing the trade. It's the full cycle of that trade.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so another thing Carlo is doing with these trade credits is we're going to show you how to have the right size of a trade so that when Carlo is doing his strategy and closing based on making that percent, that you're actually going to close in profit. Because if you didn't put enough money into the trade, you could actually, because of the cost of that trade credit, you could actually close and then be not in profit, even though Carlo made a profit in the trade. Because of the cost of that trade credit, you could potentially close that trade not in profit. So we're going to show you how to put enough money into that trade so that when it closes, and then we minus out the cost of that trade credit, you will still be in profit. So we'll teach you how to do that.
Yeah. So what it is you just do a calculation, right? It's a dollar per trade, meaning that's pretty, look at it as your overhead. Your overhead is 189 bucks for 189 trades. That's your overhead. So your overhead's $1 per trade. You have to make more than $1 per trade. And my target is always, it's never gonna be below 1%, right? It's always gonna be above 1%, whether that be 1.0 something percent, or whether that be 1.5% or 2%. But let's just on the safe side, calculate how much you want to go in on every trade based on 1%. So in order to make more than $1, I recommend, my suggestion is around $150 per trade, because 1% of 150 bucks is $1.50. Right? So if you're okay with that, then you profit 50 cents every trade. Now, if you want more, then do $200 per trade. So now you're making $2. Now, 1% of $2 is 1% of 200 is $2. So now you're making $2 per trade. At the end of that cycle, the 189 trade credit, you should have enough to buy another package at 189, and then keep the rest of the profit, which should be around 189 as well.
So these trade credits, when you buy a package, it's not like a month. Okay, these trade credits will last you much longer than a month. So you'll have access to these trade credits as long as it takes to deplete them all. It could be 6 months. It could be quite a long time, because even though Carlo
also.
Right, but you're not making 180 trades every month, right?
During the bear market, no. But when even if we are in a bear market and there's a bullish sentiment, if there's a bullish sentiment, a lot of times there's a few months where I actually made over 200 trades in a month.
Okay.
And a lot of times I average about 90 to 100 trades in running 30 days. This is actually the first month that I closed the month that I'm below 100 trades or below 80 trades, simply because there's just so much blood in the streets. It's just,
So let's put a scenario out there that you have. I'm going to say $1,500, because that'll take that $150 trade amount that Carlo just mentioned and make it into an even 10 trades. So if you have $1,500 available, you will only be able to participate in 10 trades at any one moment with Carlo. So if Carlo has 12 trades open and you only have $150 or $1,500 and you're doing $150 per trade, there's going to be a couple trades you might not catch. And that's okay. All right, but you will catch 10 of them. And then as soon as he closes one of those trades that you're in with him, then your money will now be available to get the next trade. So that you kind of also have to factor that in there. How much money do I have? How much am I allocating per trade? And we do recommend at least 150 per trade, because your potential then to close that trade in profit after you take out the credit or the trade credit is more. We want to stay in profit and keep that profit going forward. So that $189 package of 189 credits will very likely last much longer than a month. So you won't have to be thinking about that as a monthly fee. The credits also pay Carlo, which is very, very important. So we don't have to send him money on the side or anything. The credits, all of us following Carlo takes a credit. So we're buying those credits essentially to pay Carlo for doing this work for us. And because the profits we keep in our KuCoin account, I'm going to encourage everybody to use KuCoin. The profits that we keep in our KuCoin account stay in our account. They don't, none of those profits go to Carlo or Liberium or anybody. They stay ours. So we always have access to that. And then the credits then are what pay Carlo, and they're also what, if we're going to refer people, the commissions that we get from the referral program come out of the credits as well. So that's basically the value of the credits there for us. Is there anything in the market you want to share? Anything you're excited about? Maybe some breakouts you see or anything? Anything exciting? So he's opened up TradingView here. That's a if you're a professional, you're more than likely using TradingView.
If you want to do, I'm about to open up my chart. It looks crazy. This is a paid subscription right here. You cannot have all of these indicators unless you're paying. You're a paid subscriber. And this is separate from Liberium, by the way. TradingView.com is its own company. So this is the 5-minute chart. We're gonna go on the weekly chart because when it comes to Bitcoin, I truly don't believe or I don't like going, like day by day or hour by hour. That's just gonna stress you out if you look at it that way. You have to always look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is from our highs of $67,000 last November to where we are at now. There's a falling wedge that's been created, this two white line that I drew, top one and the bottom. That's considered a falling wedge, which is actually a bullish signal. And when it breaks out above on that top of that falling wedge, that is also a bullish indicator that we could high probability that we're going to start moving up. And if we look closer, as you can see, we have broken that one. Again, this is the weekly chart. So each candle, these are called candlesticks. Each candle indicates 1 week of price movement. So we just started printing a new candle today, Monday, right? Because the candle usually closes Sunday night at around 7 p.m. Sunday night. So this one was formed actually last night, all right? And it's gonna close Sunday, this coming Sunday at 7 p.m. So we have 7 days left until this candle closes. But anyways, it's a week candle. So 1, 2, 3, about 3 weeks ago, we actually broke above this falling wedge. And this is why we are seeing a pretty good rally. Now it looks small here. Again, this is because it's a weekly, but if you look at the candle, it went from 19,000 all the way to peaked at 21,000. That was the rally that we saw this week, the previous week. Now, my prediction on this, I do believe we bottomed. We bottomed at $17,000 per coin. Again, there's one thing you got to remember when it comes to investing and trading. There is only one certainty when it comes to investing and trading, and that is there are no certainties. The only certainty is that there are no certainties, only probabilities, right? So with that said, the probability of us we have bottomed already is pretty high, right? A lot of people are still calling for about 1200. I believe the probability of us going to 1300 is maybe 20-30%, right? And the probability of us actually going to 30K, I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow or this week. Maybe it might take us about a month and a half, 2 months, right? But the probability of us going to 30K is a lot higher than us going down to 13K. And that's my outlook on things.
Based on my understanding of trading, I'd like you to point out the volume there. This volume compared to, you know, the recent months, this volume seems really, really nice.
Yeah.
It kind of backs up what he's saying as far as the technical analysis, because it's such a nice volume. Right.
So as far as volume, that's what I love about cryptocurrency. Everything is transparent. You can see everything. I use a website called Glassnode to see all these datas. The datas that Glassnode share are wallets being created, you know, Bitcoin addresses, Bitcoin wallet being created, the number of Bitcoin leaving the exchanges, which is not a bad thing. It's actually a bullish sign when Bitcoin leaves exchanges. Why is that? Why is that a bullish sign? It's because when Bitcoin are leaving exchanges, that means the people are transferring their Bitcoin from the exchange into their wallet. And when people do that, they don't plan to sell. So the number of Bitcoin that's around exchanges are at an all-time low, meaning there's not much Bitcoin to be sold. And what drives the price down is when people sell. So that's a bullish indicator too, that the number of Bitcoin on exchanges are right now at an all-time low. And also another thing too, Glassnode reveals that there's a lot of whales and sharks. Those are pretty much millionaires, you know. A lot of them are buying behind the scenes. You know, they don't tell you that in the news, but you can see it in the data. So they're accumulating, and this volume right here, that's because of the whales buying in millions. Actually, they're buying in millions. So they're accumulating and they're being strategic about it. Why? Because they don't want to spike up the price. They want to buy at a low price, right? So this is actually a really good time to be accumulating yourself too. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is what I'm doing, and you can, you know, you can follow what I'm doing or not. Do your own research, but I see that the whales are buying at these prices.
And Carlo and I are doing a couple of things. We're doing the Liberium Crypto. We're also creating this community, and this is going to be carlobriancrypto.com, and you can get involved in our free community. We'll have a free group that you can get into. It'll kind of be just like a Facebook group, if you're familiar with that. But you'll literally be able to interact with the other members here. You'll be able to post things. If you like to share charts, you can share charts. If you like to ask questions, you can ask questions. If you like to comment and things like that, comment and like things, you'll be able to do all that within the forum here. So we're looking for all of you to join us for free. So you'll have access to the feed, you'll have access to the members. And then what's really, really exciting is when you go into channels, we'll have a whole bunch of training content and other things. We'll have access, so you'll be able to get in here and you'll be able to follow Carlo's YouTube channel. You'll be able to get in here and follow my YouTube channel. So we'll have all kinds of content and information in here for you to participate in. One of the things that Carlo does do is he has a private signals group where he gives, so this is if you want to do trading on your own. He has a way that you can pay him monthly, and then you will have that information, and you'll actually be very, very up to date that way. But this is only if you're kind of more of an advanced trader, you want to take on some of the trading on your own, whereas Liberium is more of a passive thing. You set Liberium up, and you don't have to be an expert. It kind of does all that for you based on Carlo's expertise. Is there anything you wanted to share about your signals, Carlo?
Yeah. So this is for people that is actually driven to learn how to execute trades on their own. I have this special group in Patreon where I actually teach people how to execute trades on their own. It's actually quite simple. A lot of my members, they they're ecstatic, and they can't believe that it's that easy, right? One or two or three executions and you'll get used to it pretty quick. Now, as far as the trade signals, that comes in play with everything. I first teach you how to execute the trades, and then you can start looking at my trade signals. And once you see a trade signal pop up in real time, you simply go to your KuCoin account and execute that trade. It's that simple. This is for people who are more driven to learn how to do it themselves, but you don't have to necessarily learn how to read charts, because I'm doing that for you and I'm looking for trades for you. You just simply have to know how to execute the trades.
Another link that's here is an events calendar. If there are other events that come up, we can put them here as far as the forum goes. So go out there. I'm going to get the domain name carlobriancrypto.com. Go to that domain name, get all signed up for this. It'll kind of be your access way to get more information about everything we talk about. I'm going to talk about Mavie very, very briefly here, but Mavie is another business that we're working together. Carlo has joined under me. So I have joined under Carlo in Liberium Crypto. If you join through me in Liberium Crypto, you're working with Carlo because I'm right under Carlo. And then if you join through Carlo in Mavie, you're working with me because Carlo's under me. So that's kind of what I want everybody to do, is to join me in Liberium Crypto, join Carlo in Mavie. Okay, so this is my back office, but I'm gonna explain it from participating with Carlo in that I am building down the right side here. Okay, so a couple people who join under Carlo will have the advantage of being in the right side of this business. The most of everybody else will then start going down the left side. When the volume is balanced, Carlo will start earning some commissions through this. But what we are getting involved with is something called Mavie and Ultron. Ultron is a layer 1 blockchain. Okay, so it's a brand new blockchain. It is out there on CoinGecko. It's out there on CoinMarketCap. It's also out there on a website called DeFi Llama. Okay, so you definitely want to check these out. We will have links in our community that will give you access to all this information. But I'm going to just really quickly give a really quick and brief outlook here. There are videos that give a much more in-depth explanation of what's going on here with Ultron, but it's been in development for 24 months. It's the first and only layer 1 blockchain with its own native applications. So they're building an entire ecosystem on what they call native applications. And a lot of people may not even understand any of this terminology I'm throwing out here, because some people don't even understand that Bitcoin is a layer 1 crypto. They may not understand that, Cardano is a layer 1 crypto. So they might not understand that there is even such thing as something called layer 1. And then there's things that are just coins that are not even their own blockchain. So layer 1 means it has, in addition to being a coin, it's also a blockchain. And then they're building applications that are native applications. That's something, when I first looked into this, I didn't really know what that meant. But if you ever were to go to, say, Binance Smart Chain, a lot of people are familiar with Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain is a layer 1 blockchain, just like Ultron, but it has something on there called PancakeSwap that a lot of people have heard of. Okay, so when you go to PancakeSwap, you can trade your BNB, and the gas fees happen in BNB, But if you ever were to do any farming, any yield farming on PancakeSwap, you would earn what's called the cake token. You wouldn't earn BNB, you'd earn something actually called a cake token. So when we talk about a native application, when we go on to Ultron Swap, which is the name of our swap on Ultron, and you do some yield farming, you're actually going to earn the ULX coin, which is the Ultron coin. So you're paying gas fees and you're earning rewards in the same token. And then we're going to have future applications that are all going to be set up the same way, where you'll pay the gas fees and the rewards will be earned in the ULX token. So that is something that none of the other blockchains out there have done. So that makes us very, very unique. There's going to be a lot of demand in the future, a lot more demand as they grow this ecosystem on this ULX coin than the average coin for an average blockchain. So this is going to be really, really exciting. I mentioned DeFi Llama. DeFi Llama talks about TVL, which is total value locked on a blockchain. Comparatively, there's 149 layer one blockchains out there. And right now, Ultron is number 19. We're only 5 months old. And as far as actually being launched, as far as our mainnet goes, and we've been able to accumulate 19th place. That means we are higher than Algorand. We are higher than Cardano. We are higher than Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't have a whole lot of TVL, even though a lot of people own Bitcoin, but they have not done a lot of DeFi with Bitcoin. So because of that, we're higher than Bitcoin. But 19th place, that puts us in pretty good standing. And when this lending and borrowing app, they got the borrowing here and the lending here, the greenish ones are already launched and already out there. You can participate in it. The gaming, the metaverse, the NFTs are being launched right now. Gaming, metaverse, NFT, launchpad, borrowing and lending. We've got a borrowing and lending app coming out before the end of the year. Those are very, very popular in DeFi. So when that comes out, there'll be a lot more people increasing our TVL. So we're really going to grow when that happens. But we do have the layer one native applications. We got more than 40 senior developers from Polkadot, other blockchains working on this Ultron blockchain. We got a really great team. It is EVM compatible, so it's compatible with all the Ethereum compatible blockchains. That means that software that's already written out there, such as PancakeSwap, can be brought over to Ultron and deployed on Ultron with minimal code work. So the majority of the developers in crypto are using the Ethereum virtual machine. That's what the EVM stands for. So the maximum number of programmers and developers from all the different blockchains are compatible already. They don't have to learn anything new to start working with Ultron. It's amazing. So back on June 1st, they launched the mainnet. So it's already been in operation for 5 months. If you're knowledgeable about GitHub, you can check out GitHub and see what's going on as far as the actual code. You can look at all the code there. It's open source. They've got a white paper, light paper that you can read. They've got tokenomics that you can read. And they've got partners already with amazing things. They've got Ninja Promo. Carlo, have you ever heard of Ninja Promo?
No.
Okay. So Ninja Promo is the #1 like media company. If a brand new company wants to get out there and get their name known in crypto, they actually seek out Ninja Promo. So Ninja Promo has launched some of the biggest projects in crypto. So they're partnered with Ultron to get the word out there. So if you start searching Ultron, you're going to see all kinds of articles. Those articles are written by Ninja Promo. Ninja Promo help us get the word out there. We've got Ivana Tattoo Art. So she is working with the NFTs. They've already done some private sales. So there are some Mavie members who actually already own some of those, because Ultron has given Mavie members the kind of like the first dibs at the shot of these pre-sales. It's either going to be sometime within the next couple of weeks, or it's going to be early January, sometime in that time frame. These NFTs from Ivana will be out on OpenSea. which is the biggest NFT platform. And then obviously when that hits, they'll be very, very popular. But she's been an artist for a really long time. She's also an inspirational speaker. So she is very, very excited about Ultron. So these are partners now of Ultron. Mavie is a partner. It's a network marketing or affiliate marketing agency of Mavie or of Ultron. So the way to participate with a referral business with Ultron is through Mavie. And that's this back office and how you can get started here. You can actually register with Mavie for free. So in registering, you will grab a permanent location in one of these downline positions. And then as we refer other people in the future, then you'll have a chance of having those future referrals go under you. That's really, really exciting. But you can actually get started in that part of it, at least for free, to check it out and to get more familiar, and actually then maybe be able to log in and see that something is happening activity-wise in your organization. We do have a couple other partners, Solidity Finance. They are the auditing partner of the whole blockchain. And then Devla. Devla is a development company. So we have the 40 developers that work specifically for Ultron. Devla has its own group of even larger, like 100 and some developers. And they are actually the creators of the entire metaverse. So when you hear like Sandbox and Decentraland, you hear those terms, Devla created those. And guess who's creating our metaverse? It's the same company, Devla. So we have an exciting gaming and metaverse thing coming out probably March of next year is my guess. I'm only guessing on that, but somewhere in that time frame, that will be launching, and then everybody will be very, very excited about that aspect of what we're doing. So this here kind of shows a market price based on Bitcoin prices. As you listen to Carlo and I, we'll probably talk about some of these previous rallies, but there was a rally way back in 2011. There was another one in 2014. There was one in 2017, and just last year, 2021, there was a really nice rally. Bitcoin got up to, it says 69,000 here. I don't really know if it got exactly that high, but it got in the high 60s somewhere. And then right now we're kind of in this kind of a lull period right now. It's a great time to accumulate Bitcoin, great time to accumulate Ultron coin, great time to basically accumulate some coins that you like, that have potential. And I would encourage you, only the ones, research hard, only pick the ones that really, really have potential to get through the bear market and to go somewhere there. And that's not going to be every coin. Okay. There's going to be a lot of people promoting every coin out there, but Bitcoin for sure. I believe Ultron is one to grab. And there might be some other ones you'll discover as you learn more about crypto, but don't jump into everything just because somebody's talking about it. Do a lot of research first. But we believe Bitcoin is going to turn around and get over 100,000 someday, maybe up to 250,000. Here's a quick little thing about kind of understanding blockchains a little bit. There's more than 21,000 cryptos as reference. I'm going to blow this up just a little bit bigger here if I can. Again, I think that's maximum. But there's 21,000 cryptos, and that's listed by coinmarketcap.com. So that's an awful lot, way more than anybody could memorize all those different names. There's so many out there. So like I say, not all of these are going to make it to the top. Only a few of them are. So, but basically you could kind of think of every crypto as kind of roaming free, out there without any highways, without any structure. They're just kind of a vehicle kind of out there just roaming around. Now, when we got blockchains, then we've got actually some structure. So more than one of these coins can be on a blockchain. Okay. So things like Bitcoin, Ultron, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, these are blockchains. There's only 149 of those as DeFi Llama keeps track of these layer one blockchains. This is 140, but there's actually now 149 of them listed on DeFi Llama. And so what Ultron is doing especially that's making us a little bit unique is we've got some houses along the highway here, and these are the native applications. Okay, so Ultron Swap is one of those. The lending and borrow application that's coming out soon will be another one of those. We've got a couple others in the works, and then those are all going to be like the houses along the highway. The other blockchains don't have that, and that's where you can pay the gas fees and also earn rewards in that same ULX token with multiple applications, not just one. That's going to be very, very amazing. So like we're going to have Ultron Swap, Ultron Stake, Ultron NFT, Gaming, Metaverse, Ultron Finance, all using their native apps, all using the ULX coin, and the other blockchains don't have any of that going on. So how you get involved with Mavie, if you want to get involved as far as starting to accumulate some coins, is really exciting. We call that a staking hub NFT. You can get started in the United States for $300. There are a few countries around the world that you can get started at $100. So more than likely, if you're in a country that you kind of know your economy, if you know that you're not one of the most amazing economies in the world, you probably have the option of getting in at $100. That'll be really helpful for you because it's not as much money to get started, but essentially $300 is really kind of like the entry level as far as the comp plan goes. But even if you're able to buy that $100 one, it's going to have all the same benefits here. So essentially there is a coin price of this ULX coin. And there's a couple places you could look. You could look at CoinMarketCap. You could look at CoinGecko and different places and get that coin price. But this $300 is going to translate into a certain number of ULX coins based on the price of the coin that you purchases it. Okay, so right now it's right around the 9-cent range. We've been trading in the 11-cent range for like a whole month. And it's been very, very steady at that 11 cents. It just kind of dipped down a little bit. So this is a dip. Everybody says buy the dip. It's a great time to buy in and get at least $300 or more of these coins. And then you're going to be actually holding these coins now. But we have a $500 option available, $1,500, $5,000. When you get into a $5,000 option, you can start doing what's called this ULX matching. So everything 5,000 and up will have ULX matching. And then also at the 5,000 level, you're actually going to get a bonus of 15% more coins. If you do 12,500, you'll get a bonus of 20% more coins. And then that 20% is going to carry through at these higher levels as well. So if you have the potential, I'd encourage you to get involved at a level where you can get involved in the extra coins and the ULX matching. But whatever you can do is great. You can start out at any level and buy additional hubs at any time too. So let's say you really love what's going on. You can say, hey, Brian, I can start at 300, no problem. Go ahead and get started at 300. Okay. And then start referring people, making money in the comp plan, and you can buy this one later. Okay, to where then you open up your extra coins and you open up the ULX matching. You only have to get one hub in the ULX matching to get ULX matching. So you only have to buy one of these one time, and then you can buy lower ones. You can buy multiple lower ones if you're really excited about the ULX coin. So every time you get one, you're going to open up a 5-year passive income stream that pays and compounds for you daily. You don't have to learn any kind of special technology or anything. Right now, until June 1st, 2023, it is paying 0.2% daily. And on June 1st, 2023, it's going to start paying 0.1% daily. So we've got in our tokenomics a plan that describes how this is going to all break out. So but getting in now, you're going to get involved in this 0.2% every year. It halves. You can have it auto stake on or off. That's completely up to you. And then you have the potential to earn up to 20% extra coins by buying the higher levels of hubs. There are other slides that we could go into that explain kind of what the growth of the coin is going to go through, but essentially if you get in early, we do have a roadmap as well. If you get in early, you will have a longer time frame then for these coins to accumulate daily at the 0.2% level. And that's what I highly encourage, so that you can essentially get more and more coins. I'll show that really quick here in my back office. These are my hubs. Okay, so I've actually purchased 2 of them. I purchased one to get started on the 12th of August, and I was able to get a coin price of 2.5 cents. So I was able to actually get a whole bunch of coins that you can't get this many right now. Okay, so that, with the accumulation of the 0.2% daily, that particular hub that I started with 4,438 coins has added another 648 coins. Okay, that's something I didn't have to do anything special for. It did this all automatically for me. And then I went out and built a business, referred a few people, earned some commissions. And then out of my commissions, I bought this one a month later. Now, the coin price on this was closer to 10 cents. So I got fewer coins. I got a lot fewer coins. Whoops. I got a lot fewer coins than I did because I bought these at a much lower price. So then this one, then, because I have fewer coins here, is not accumulating as quickly. So you definitely want to get in at the lowest price possible. Then your coins, will have a maximum potential to grow through this. Annually, that 0.2% is kind of working out to like a 73% rate of return. That's really amazing. Based on these 2 hubs and a bonus hub that I also got from building the comp plan, I have a total base stake of 4,733 ULX coins. And then because of the earnings that I've made on all of these base stakes, I have a total staked. So now I have total 6,448 ULX coins. And I've got mine all set up, locked, and auto compounding, because I'm wanting to kind of like compound and auto compound and keep compounding and having more coins. So I'm going to be buying more hubs in the future. But that's what I got going on right now. So I encourage people to get involved in this, get started at the level they can, and then refer others if you want to. It's optional. You don't have to. You'll still earn an income even if you don't refer others. But if you go ahead and start referring others, you can earn a lot of money, and then you can choose to put that money into buying more hubs if you want to.
But yeah, Mavie is definitely a great project. I've looked into it and everything. Ultron is very promising.
We are excited about doing this every week. So we're going to record one every week. I'll do some editing, make it nice and pretty. We'll post it up on our channels then, probably on Tuesdays.
Maybe have an actual dedicated Liberium webinars for our members to invite other people.
Sure.
So that way they can leverage us, and we talk about what Liberium's all about instead of them having to talk about it. All y'all will need to do is invite people to the webinar, and then we'll do all the work.
That sounds awesome. I'm excited if we do that.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll wrap it up. Thanks a lot, Carlo. Please, like and subscribe to our channels. You can watch one or the other or both of us. We'd love it. And looking forward to see you guys next week.
All right. Thank you.